What's going on YouTube? It's your boy WWarby, and on this channel I love to talk about Doctor Who. I mainly started reviewing Doctor Who shortly after my good buddy Jed the Hollywood Scholar made me sit down and watch the entirety of the 60th anniversary specials that were going on, even through great protest of myself, and by doing that it relit a fire in my heart to go back and watch the good Doctor Who, and by doing that it lit something back up inside me and reminded me I hate what they've been doing with the brand. I despise what they have done with Doctor Who. I despise what they have done to my doctor, and it led me on a quest to tear into all of Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor Who. It led me down the path of tearing into every last episode, talk about every news that was going on about it, so on and so forth, and assisted me in informing you guys that the brand is dead, Doctor Who is no more, and it's plain to see just by the ratings themselves. When we come over here to the actual Bard ratings, because I don't have Samba TV pulled up, but those aren't any better, we can see that consistently over the last season, they just continue trending downwards. The average reviews for each episode were abysmal. People like Dr. Retardus were coming out here and actually saying that they themselves were hating the show. They were disliking the show. They weren't enjoying what was going on in the show, and they were disappointed by the end of the season. It's plain to see that nobody liked this show. And in all the discussions that have been going on, people have been wondering, what's Disney's plans moving forward with the show? What are they gonna do with the eve of the Christmas special coming right up upon us? What are they gonna do with this series? Well, we have this from Fandom Pulse. Doctor Who future in question as Disney Plus doesn't include show in 2025 preview, and insiders rumor season 2 is delayed. Now, I honestly call BS on this. Okay, I do believe season 2 is going to happen. They've already casted it. They've already been filming it. It's probably going to happen right around the time they're planning it coming out, which I don't have those dates off the top of my head right now, but more than likely season 2 is going to be happening. Everybody's talking about season 2. It's all in the works. It's pretty much a shoo-in. But what I am more interested about is the fact that Disney Plus doesn't include the show in 2025. That's what I'm more interested about, because even though I'm a firm believer that season 2 is going to happen without a hitch, I don't think there's going to be a season 3. I don't even know if there's going to be another Christmas special after this upcoming Christmas special. And my reasoning behind that is because of the ratings, because of the information that's been going on in regards to Doctor Who and how they've been communicating over at Disney. For those of you who, you know, aren't too much aware, we're still getting reports like this. Disney's still non-committal on third Gatwa season, but happy to have Doctor Who. We have no confirmation that there will be a season 3. Constantly, we have been getting told by people such as Russell T Davies that there's no real confirmation that season 3 is going to happen. We got to wait till after season 2. Yeah, that's normally when we get these deals done. After season 2, we got to wait till after season 2, even though that's never really how some of these deals have been done. They usually, if the show's like really successful and is actually like seeing people tune in, seeing people subscribe, you know, those numbers keep going up and up. Stations and streaming services especially will come out here and order multiple seasons out the gate. I mean, just take a look at what they did with Oprah and Netflix, just confirming that they're going to keep on going for at least 5 seasons after the success of season 1. This show is a dud. The brand is dead, and they did it to themselves. Russell T Davies is the person that they brought back in to try to fix Doctor Who, to try to bring it back. And what did we get instead? We have people such as Russell T Davies having to come out here and admit the show's not doing well. The ratings are abysmal. Nobody's interacting with it. It's a dud. Trying to say that, oh, well, it's a dud, but, you know, we have the younger generations are tuning in, even though the numbers aren't adding up. Nothing is working in favor for this show. Nothing is working in favor for this series. Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor Who was a flop. worse than Jodie Whittaker era Doctor Who, and that was one of the worst rated Doctor Who eras of all time. And it's no real shocker, considering the show decided to, instead of, focus in on good sci-fi story, good philosophical questions, making you actually think inwards, making you do some retrospective, so on and so forth. You know what Doctor Who used to do, be very fun, entertaining, and good for the family. They decided to focus in on being gay, queer, identity politics, racial politics, modern day bullcrap all over the place, instead of actually focusing in on what made Doctor Who Doctor Who. Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies admits the topics he writes about are being a gay man or being a queer person. We also had Jinx Monsoon famously come out and say that if you're not gonna watch the show because of transphobia, then leave. Goodbye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, because she's convinced that roughly 2 to 3 new people will come in to replace those audience members. Yeah, that math didn't really work out, did it, Jinx? We also had Millie Gibson come out here and say that the show was being tailor-made for a Gen Z audience and will feature many controversial elements, all because of trans people being seen on the telly. Those were her words. Those were the things that they said. When it comes to promoting Doctor Who, they care more about identity politics, modern day BS, wokeness, DEI, all the buzzwords you need to pick out. That's what they cared about. That's what they focused in on. They didn't focus in on the actual science fiction storytelling, but what it is to be human, what it is to deal with this stuff, what it is to be a time traveler, and dealing with some more philosophical questions that Doctor Who used to tackle at a very good way. No, they cared more about who you banged, they cared more about trans, and they cared about an episode based on Ncuti Gatwa's very leftist liberal bubble and addressing the fact that he's black now. That's what they cared about. That's what they focused in on. Every episode was based on this. And as the audience kept watching it over and over and over again, they started tuning out. They started saying, no, we're not going to participate in this. They started saying, no, we're not going to be a part of this. This is garbage. Russell T Davies was supposed to come back and usher in a new era of Doctor Who, help revitalize this once prosperous brand. And instead, what we got was the final death nail and the corpse that is Doctor Who. But back to the main point, season 2 is going to go off without a hitch. More than likely it's going to happen, if not exactly on time, right around the on-time mark. We have the Christmas special coming up at the end of December, and my God, am I excited for that. But when it comes to season 3, there's no answer, there's no confirmation. We know nothing about what might be happening or where the show might be going. And all I know for sure is that Disney is still non-committal and is more than likely going to exit the Doctor Who brand. And I'm going to be here to laugh the entire time. I want it to happen, but my God, no matter what happens, I'm going to sit here and keep laughing the entire time. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video go live, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.